Corrode is a map set in Mont Saint-Michel, Normandy, on a mega-Earth where our villagers have been mining radianite salt for Atlas.
With 2 spike sites and the 3-lane layout we've come to love from so many other Valorant classics, the layered defenses and multiple fallback positions are what really set this map apart. This combo should reduce the engagements where ability aggression can become overwhelming, allowing defenders to use the power of positioning to overcome the utility spam of their opponents.
For attackers, having vast avenues of approach with middle offering routes to both the A and B sites, fighting for that control is going to be a very important part of this map. Additionally, with lots of tight corners that need to be cleared by attackers, you know what that means.
All those corners.
Plenty of opportunities for surprises.
As we saw in the Masters Toronto show match.
These are those 50-50 corners still cleared, but you have that option. If you're not going to invest utility early, you're going to get punished.
Yeah, it's very dangerous to try to contact up, but
Oh!
they're just...
Oh no!
No.
Next up, we want to take you through some of the agents we believe will have success on Corrode. The map from a first look seems to have a fair few opportunities for variety within each role, but these are the agents that we think will take the center stage.
Viper. Viper is and we hope will always be one of the best agents for delay, with defensive opportunities for Viper walls that cut off middle and either the A or B site. We believe, in combination with our orb, Viper will play a big part in how teams will control the middle of the map. This, with the obvious benefit of a powerful post plant and some cheeky lineup spots already available, it feels like a safe bet to assume she will be a popular choice.
Cypher. Arguably the best solo site defender in the game, Cypher is a pretty safe bet for an agent that will have impact on Corrode. With the map being fairly large and rotations at times being a little slow, a powerful defensive anchor seems like a must-have. The classic kill trip setups from Heaven that we've seen in the past on Haven feel like something we could see return on the B side of Corrode. And with a lot of different lanes for the attack to mount, it is important to have global utility that can give you that extra information that you're certain to need.
Astra. Moving to the first of our more traditional controllers, we have Astra. She's been a little less popular in the meta as of late, but we believe, with lots of angles to clear on the entry to the A site, her stuns and gravity well give a few additional options for ways to gain space without such heavy risk. Then, tying this back to what we mentioned with Cypher on the defense, the same can be said for her ability to delay. With fast sight hits almost a guarantee, those few extra seconds could be integral to a solid sight hold. Her ability to place utility from afar makes the need to rotate less integral, and that could save a lot of valuable time.
Omen. The king of controllers, Omen, had a whopping 82% pick rate across all maps played at Masters Toronto, so it would be foolish to think that he's going anywhere when it comes to Corrode. His paranoia on both offense and defense brings so much value, be it in clearing angles or setting up a defensive push in order to claim space across the map. Additionally, one-way smokes will likely be an easy and high-impact way to hold onto space while forcing your enemy into risky duels, if they want to try and challenge you. Finally, the additional movement with his shrouded steps and from the shadows make him a demon on the reposition and rotation game, and as we mentioned already, that will become an important part of this map.
Yoru. To finish, we wanted to focus on the boy in blue, Yoru. With his recent rise to prominence, it makes sense on a map where the defensive operator looks like a hit that the man that can reposition in a second will be the focus of most teams. Additionally, his general ability to quick rotate with the gate crash seems like an easy win for Yoru fans everywhere, as long as your teammates' information is good. We've already mentioned the abundance of angles needed to be cleared, which his flashes and fake out will definitely bring the desired value. And having an ultimate that can give you every piece of information in a matter of moments feels like a bit of a cheat code.
Of course, with 27 agents in the game, these are just a few that we believe will find success on Corrode. To give you some ideas, we've put together 2 compositions that we could see being played from ranked to regionals in the coming months. Which one do you think better suits this modern classic? And what composition will you be running? Let us know down in the comment section or on socials at ValEsports_EMEA.
Why did old comps change? One of the most exciting parts about a new map being released is that what you will see in the coming months will likely not be the composition that defines the map itself. With new agents regularly being released, current agents being changed, but also the best of the best finding new and innovative ways to play the map.
In some cases, compositions change purely based on the meta. Take Liquid's Ascent comp from 2021 to 2025. With the strengths of agents like Yoru and comparatively Phoenix falling far out of fashion, it is clear to see why they shifted their comp. It's also worth mentioning that even modern-day agents like Teho, who was in Liquid's most recent Ascent comp in 2025, likely won't be played during Stage 2 due to the nerfs.
Some compositions, however, such as Fnatic's famous Lotus comp along with their Icebox comp, has been able to withstand the test of time, with the latter being involved in the meta since as early as 2021. With plenty of other alternatives being tested across all 4 regions, the fact that Fnatic can still run this comp in the Masters Toronto Grand Final and win that map shows that sometimes the old stuff works the best.
We reached out to G2 Anders, a man known for his innovation around compositions and a lover of the Sage on Icebox, to comment on why he believes it's succeeded for so long.
He stated, "I think the comps lasted as long as it has because it was never born out of a specific moment in agent balance or a bias for how other maps were approached. From square zero, it's been grounded in what the map wanted us to do and what the best tools are for that." Who will succeed on Corrode?
Innovation and adaptation to new maps is one of the main core strengths of a successful Valorant team. Teams like KC have always been ahead of the curve when it comes to crafting the latest meta, and naturally we'll expect to see them perform well in the early days of Corrode. A big part of this success comes from Aang, the coach of KC, and his team's run at kickoff back in 2024 is a testament to that. Having the ability to hit the ground running with an explosive composition on Sunset, they were one of 3 teams with a positive win rate on that map. One of the others being Heretics, who also made it to Masters Madrid that year.
For Stage 2, the loss of Pearl will be a sad sight for teams like BBL. Alongside EMEA's most played map split leaving the pool, the changes are sure to make a splash. With KC's kickoff homeground bind returning to the rotation alongside the French castle turned mining town of Corrode, it almost seems like destiny that the squad will make a run to Paris. In terms of how much the map will be played, teams will be getting about 3 to 4 weeks to prepare for the map, or be forced to make the active decision to ban it.
Looking back at Valorant's history, Sunset's first VCT event was 6 months after the map was released. With that amount of time, we saw it become the most popular map played at kickoff in 2024. In some cases, such as with Pearl, when the map is brought in later in the season, we may not see teams take as much of a risk, as was shown when it became the lowest played map at Champs 2022. In this case, only time will tell. The map as a base seems to have a solid structure for teams to play, and we personally believe it will be a big hit with the teams within EMEA. Hopefully, we'll get to see their interpretation over the next couple of weeks, but for now, let us know your initial thoughts on Corrode, and who you think will be the quickest to figure this map out.